Henry IV, Part 1. By William Shakespeare. Act 1. Scene 1. London. The Palace. Enter King Henry, Lord John of Lancaster, the Earl of Westmoreland, Sir Walter Blunt, and others. King. So shaken as we are, so wan with care, find we a time for frighted peace to pant, and breathe short-winded accents of new broils, to be commenced in strands afar remote. No more the thirsty entrance of this soil shall daub her lips with her own children's blood. No more shall trenching war channel her fields, nor bruise her flowers with the armed hoofs of hostile paces, those opposed eyes, which, like the meteors of a troubled heaven, all of one nature, of one substance bred, did lately meet in the intestine shock, and furious close of civil butchery, shall now, in mutual well-beseeming ranks, march all one way, and be no more opposed against acquaintance, kindred, and allies. The edge of war, like an ill-sheathed knife, no more shall cut his master. Therefore, friends, as far as to the sepulchre of Christ, whose soldier now, under whose blessed cross, we are impressed and engaged to fight, forthwith a power of English shall we levy, whose arms were molded in their mother's womb to chase these pagans in those holy fields, over whose acres walked those blessed feet, which 1400 years ago were nailed, for our advantage on the bitter cross. But this our purpose now is 12-month old, and bootless 'tis to tell you we will go, therefore we meet not now. Then let me hear of you, my gentle cousin Westmoreland, what yesternight our council did decree, in forwarding this dear expedience. Westmoreland. My liege, this haste was hot in question, and many limits of the charge set down, but yesternight, when all athwart there came a post from Wales loaden with heavy news, whose worst was that the noble Mortimer, leading the men of Herefordshire to fight against the irregular and wild Glendower, was by the rude hands of that Welshman taken, 1,000 of his people butchered, upon whose dead corpse there was such misuse, such beastly shameless transformation, by those Welshwomen done as may not be, without much shame retold or spoken of. King. It seems then that the tidings of this broil break off our business for the Holy Land. Westmoreland. This matched with other did, my gracious lord, for more uneven and unwelcome news came from the north, and thus it did import. On Holy Rood Day, the gallant Hotspur there, young Harry Percy and brave Archibald, that ever valiant and approved Scot at Holmdon met, where they did spend a sad and bloody hour, as by discharge of their artillery and shape of likelihood, the news was told, for he that brought them in the very heat and pride of their content.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?